Tuesday on Instagram, every Tuesday on Facebook, 6 p.m. UK time, every Tuesday on Facebook. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún mi lóye, let's talk traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún mi lóye, let's talk traditional weddings. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí, ẹ̀yin tèmi nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi. Mo kára lé, mo kérò ọ̀nà, mo kọ́kùnrin, mo kóbìnrin, mo kọ́mọdé, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo kí àgbàlagbà wípé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa, ètò yín, ètò kan náà tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ sí ètò ìgbéyàwó. Let's talk traditional weddings and more with Meettheroyals. Àmọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ṣe wà lórí ètò yìí kó tó di pa aṣọ òkun. Ṣé yóò rí pé yẹ ká júbà ọba kọ́dá ayé, ọba ṣẹ̀dá ọ̀run, ọba lánàá, ọba lénìí, ọba títí ayérayé kọrin kése. Ẹlẹ́bùrú ìkẹ́, ọba tó tó ní ipa tó kọ̀ tí ò panimọ́, tó ò pani tó pé ṣe ló ń panimọ́. Ọba àná, ọba ìní, ọba títí ayérayé kọrin kése. Ọba tí a dágbére fún lọ́sẹ̀ tó ń kọjá pé à ń lọ kábọ̀, tó tún jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe fún èmi Olúwabùnmi Ayọ̀ Ṣíbẹ̀rù tí gbogbo ayé mọ̀ sí Meettheroyals alága ìdúró alága ìjókòó MC olóòtú ètò ìgbéyàwó Gọ́lé Swagger. Ó jẹ́ kó júṣe fún mi láti tún wá bí lẹ́ni láyé láàyè àti láyé rere. Ó tún wá jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe fún mi láti bá ẹ̀yin náà láyé láàyè àti láyé rere. Ṣé ẹ rí pé àròhùn fáyọ̀ bí òṣọpẹ́ atúndúpẹ́ nítorí pé ó tún fún wa láǹfààní láti tún rí oṣù tuntun. Kódà ọ̀pọ̀ òjò ló ti rọ̀ tílẹ̀ ti fi mu. Wíwà láyé wa lénìí kì í ṣe nípa apá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kì í ṣe nípa agbára bí kò ṣe nípa oore ọ̀fẹ́ Ọlọ́run. Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè ẹ gbọ́ pé kẹ́ gba ẹ̀yin wa. Mo ti fẹ́ fàṣíkò náà dúpẹ́ lọ́gbà àwọn ẹni bí ènìyàn bíyàn tí wọ́n ṣagbátẹrù ètò yìí, pàápàá jùlọ iléeṣẹ́ Jelenke Duchess níbi tí wọ́n ti ń ta oríṣiríṣi ohun tí ẹ bá nílò láti fi ṣe ayẹyẹ. Your one stop owambe shop where you can shop for aṣọ ìyá ìyàwó lẹ́fẹ́ ní ti ìyá ìyàwó ní aṣọ ẹbí lẹ́fẹ́ ṣe ní ògèlè ní ẹ̀gbà ọrùn ní tọwọ́ ní gbogbo tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ó wà ní iléeṣẹ́ Jelenke Duchess. Iléeṣẹ́ Jelenke Duchess ẹ ṣe iléeṣẹ́ yóò ní jóná wọ́n yá máa wòkè. Mo tún fàṣìkò náà dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ iléeṣẹ́ Lazel Fabrics all the way from Dallas, Texas. Àwọn náà oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ ṣayẹyẹ ni wọ́n ń tà. Iléeṣẹ́ Lazel Fabrics ẹ ṣeun iléeṣẹ́ yóò ní jóná owó yẹn á máa ròkè o. Mo tún fàṣìkò náà dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ iléeṣẹ́ Celebration International Magazine. Ẹ ṣeun ẹ kú àdúró tiwa. Iléeṣẹ́ First Rate Global ní Nàìjíríà lógún state ẹ ṣeun ẹ kú àdúró tiwa. So grateful. Thank you for your unending support. Lenny, at today we are here new, we are here fresh. You know, I always ask us every day that you do me a favor, please share the show. Let everybody know that the show had started. Tell a friend to tell a friend that the show had started. Ètò ìgbéyàwó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní pẹrẹwu. Mo tún fẹ́ fà àsìkò yìí náà tó fẹ́ fi kí gbogbo wa pé a kú ayọ̀ oṣù tuntun. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run tó ti jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe fún wa láti tún rí oṣù tuntun. Oṣù April yìí láyé láàyè àti láyé rere ògo ìyìn ọlá òní forúkọ Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè. Kó tó di pé a gbé àkórí ètò yìí síwájú lénìí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ jẹ́ ká kú gìrì ká lọ forin gbára ká kọ́kọ́ lọ enjoy orin wa náà. Hey MC Mo Night, my beautiful sis, thank you for joining us. Please people tell people that the show has started. Remind people that Ètò Ìgbéyàwó has started. I know it's the beginning of the month, people are probably busy. But please let them know that the show has started. And the topic for today is so important. As I said, it's also universal. It's something that concerns all Nigerians and even friends of Nigerians, lovers of Nigeria. But before we do, let's go to our music. Let's go and play our music. Hey. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ forin gbára. Ẹ bá wa sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé ètò ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. The show has started, everybody. God bless you. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Ẹ má bínú o. Iṣẹ́ mọ̀nàmọ́ná. Àwọn oníṣẹ́ mọ̀nàmọ́ná ṣe mọ̀nàmọ́ná. Báwo ni ẹ máa sọ? Báwo ni ẹ máa pòwe yẹn? Àwọn oníṣẹ́ mọ̀nàmọ́ná ṣe mọ̀nàmọ́ná. MC Mo Night here. In this month, oh my family ayọ̀. Lóṣù yìí bàbá pàmí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. In this month, wọ́n pàmí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. Gbogbo ojú yìí, ẹ bá mi ká hallelujah. Lóṣù yìí, pàmí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. Bàbá pa mí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. In this month, lóṣù yìí, ẹ bá pa mí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. Ẹ bá mi ká hallelujah. In this new month, ẹ bá mi lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. Lóṣù yìí ni mo wí, lóṣù yìí, bàbá ṣe ìyàwó. And in this new month, bàbá pa mí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. Gbogbo ojú ni yóò rí. Ó yá, share the show. In this month, bàbá pa mí nínú oṣù tí mo wà yìí sẹ́. Oṣù yìí, bàbá pa mí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. Mo sọ ti gbàgbọ́. In this month, bàbá pa mí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. With all conviction. Ojú ni yóò rí. Ẹ wá mi ká hallelujah. Ọkùnrin á ká hallelujah. Obìnrin á bá mi ká hallelujah. Ọmọdé bá mi ká hallelujah. Àgbà á bá mi ká hallelujah. Oṣù yìí bàbá yìí mi lóhùn padà. Ó dájú. Akọrin tuntun sí mi lẹ́nu. Bàbá lomi jẹ́ mi wò. Apá mi lẹ́rìn ayọ̀ sẹ́yìn. Ó máa pa mí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. Nínú oṣù yìí ó dájú. Oṣù yìí bàbá pa mí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. Bàbá pa mí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. In this month, apá mi lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. In this new year, ojú ni yóò rí. Ẹ bá mi ká hallelujah. Ó yá. Apá mi lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. Apá mi lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. Ìbànújẹ́ máa lè tán, ó forí sí mi lẹ́nu o, ìjòyè ó fi sí mi lẹ́sẹ̀. Ó máa pa mí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. Nínú oṣù yìí sẹ́. Lóṣù yìí, bàbá pa mí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. In this month, ó máa pa mí lẹ́rìn ayọ̀. Gbogbo ojú ni yóò rí, ẹ ó bá mi ká hallelujah. Lóyá. Ó ṣe. Èyí tí mo fomi jẹ́ kan lẹ́kùn wọn láti tó. Mo fi jẹ́ mi ṣùgbọ́nà. Ogun dèbò kọ̀ọ̀kan nínú oṣù yìí. By the grace of God, this will be our month in the name of Jesus. Let's put it on the hold. That song says, in this month, Baba Mapawa Lerin Ayo. We're going to sing a new song in this month by the special grace of God. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me on today's episode. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Today's topic is something that we all need to talk about, you know. It's something that we all need to actually dwell on. And the song that I sang earlier is to welcome us into the new month. So I will just quickly play this song as well to introduce our topic. I'll make it very brief because we all know that what we are talking about today is something that is really important. It's something that has been on for a while, has been on for so long, but at the same time, we need to actually go and visit it again because this thing is becoming, I don't even know how to say it. It's becoming something else. So we can she know the party like she know the kiri. You know what kiri? Mommy, yes, and don't tell her how. What fair I gave you a CBAO. What is that? You know, fellow shy. What's the feel like? We call a guy. What time when I was on a child? What was funny? I didn't want to buy dough. It's too late, go. It's just too much. Ìbàdàn o. Ìjọ tí mo jẹ lánàá o. Kò máa tó mi rárá o. Ayé tí mo jẹ lọ́jọ́ yẹn. Kò máa tó mi rárá o. Onílù ṣàmàrà o. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for that beautiful one. That's coming from the amazing, gorgeous Simi. And the song is talking about Owambe. He's saying, aṣọ ẹbí wọ́n ti yáwó lọ ra gèlè lọ síbi ìyàwó. Today we're going to be talking about something very peculiar, very special, and that is becoming like a global phenomenon, if I want to put it that way. You know, today we're talking about aṣọ-ẹbí, the myth of aṣọ-ẹbí, and how it has come over the years, talking about the evolution of aṣọ-ẹbí from inception till now. What is aṣọ-ẹbí? How did it start? Why are people having aṣọ-ẹbí? What are the things that we can say is good about it? What are the things that we can say is now bad, very bad about it? But before we go further, I don't know how many people could hear me right now because it's a little bit quiet at the moment, but if you can hear me, like we always do on this show, we love to start our show with question. So if you can hear me, I want to find out from you, by you or from you, or with your understanding, what would you say aṣọ-ẹbí is? What is the meaning of aṣọ-ẹbí? What does it mean when I say aṣọ-ẹbí? Have you got any idea? Is this something you've heard before? What is aṣọ-ẹbí to you? What does it, how can you describe? If somebody is asking you a question, a foreigner or somebody that's never been to Nigeria is asking you and say, excuse me, please, what's aṣọ-ẹbí? What's aṣọ-ẹbí? How would you explain to them? Thank you so much for joining us. Oh God, my bad if I didn't say your name well. Ihoi, I don't know, 1, 2, 3. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Mommy Ayodele Oguns, for joining us, ma'am. Thank you, Lee Updated, for joining us. For those that are just joining us, the show has just started, actually. Please remember that you can share this show. Please remember that you can comment. Please remember that you can also, how do I call it? You can call me on this show on +44 7828 500938. You can leave us a comment. You can leave us a voice note. You know, this conversation is not just for me. This show is a conversational one. It's a give and take, interactive one. So please feel free to talk. Thank you so much, Lee Updated. One good evening, Olotu. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Mama Odile. Thank you for always, ma'am. Mama Odile says family uniform or anko. I like the word anko. Yes, that's what we used to call it back in the days. You know, I didn't even remember that name. You know, aṣọ-ẹbí is what we call family uniform. Yes, it's family uniform. Thank you, ma'am. It's also called anko. We used to call it anko. Hi. Where does the name anko even come from? Lee Updated also said aṣọ-ẹbí is family uniform. I think what anko actually means is ẹgbẹ́jọdá. If I may use the word egbejoda, like you get me, I get you too, you get, everybody gets, so that you don't, you don't say this. So thank you, MC Moonlight. I appreciate you, ma'am. It says uniform for the family and relatives during functions. Thank you so much, ma'am. I really appreciate you, honestly. Thank you for always being here and for engaging. You know, there's a lot of people that come on this show. They tell me, we see your show every week. I've never heard a word from them. Thank you so much for engaging. Thank you, Jenny. It says fabric that is meant for family and close friends during special occasions. Ooh, that's a nice one. Yeah, it says anko actually means accompany. Our tia egbejoda, the carcass, a circle thing. I think few things that I can bring out of here is the fact that aṣọ-ẹbí is definitely is formed out of 2 words. If I'm right, it's formed of 2 words. It's formed from the word aṣọ means fabric and ẹbí means family. So obviously, everybody that has said something has said aṣọ-ẹbí simply means a uniform that we wear during functions, during special occasions. You are so right. So it's aṣọ-ẹbí is formed out of the word aṣọ-ẹbí is formed out of 2 words. It's formed out of the word aṣọ and the word ẹbí in Yoruba, and that means that aṣọ-ẹbí thing actually originated from the Yoruba parts of the word. If I'm wrong, please correct me, because sometimes the things that we think we know is not always like that, and that's why I always like people to contribute on this show. So aṣọ means fabric or cloth of materials it may be, and ẹbí means family, meaning that when there is a particular function, the family wear
similar or very, uniform, wear the same thing. Can I ask as well, do we, anko means and cohorts, okay. Please, mas, I want to find out. We've established the fact that Ashwebi is a uniform that everybody wear, or family members wear during occasions. Where did it start from? How did it start? What is the meaning? What's the reason? Okay, let me see. I believe it started from Yoruba land. I may be wrong. Please correct me. But what is the reason? Why Ashwebi? Why can't everybody just turn up wearing their own thing? Why? What's the meaning? What's the significance of people dressing similar or dressing the same during special occasions? When we have special occasions, can't we just turn up? Can't we just turn up in whatever we have? Why do we have to wear uniform? Why do we have to dress similar? Why do we have to dress the same? Does anybody know the reason behind that? If we do, please let's comment, or please call me on +44 782 8500938. You can call me or leave me a voice note on +44 782 8500938, or you can simply type your answer. I want to find out what is the original reason behind Ashwebi. We've been able to establish what the meaning of Ashwebi is. Kí ló bẹ̀rẹ̀? Why are people wearing Ashwebi? What is the original reason why people started wearing Ashwebi? Where did this? Why? Why? That's the question I'm asking now. Mommy Oluyemi, thank you so much for joining us, ma. Ekrole ma. Welcome on the show. God bless you, ma. We are talking about Ashwebi. We are talking about the origin of Ashwebi. We are talking about the meaning of Ashwebi. We've been able to say that the meaning of Ashwebi is Asho means fabric and Ebi means family, which means Ashwebi is family uniform or family fabric or family whatever. So also we are now asking questions. Why Ashwebi? Why did they start it? What's the reason? Why can't we just turn up at events wearing whatever we like? Why Ashwebi? Mama Odele said, I think it's to identify the family and members if it's for society. Okay, I believe that might be one of the reasons for identification purposes. Let me put that down. I like to note things down when people are saying it. For identification, to identify family, to know that okay party you àwọn tó bá wọṣọ yìí àwọn gangan lẹbi. And I think it's a way to also show that they are the only gangan, they are the celebrants, they are the close members of the celebrants. Maybe that's why somebody has left us a voice note. Let's hear what the person has to say. Please remember that you can leave me a voice note. Let's hear what this person is saying. Let me hear the voice notes. Let's play.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm not actually this is to answer the question about the origins of Ashwebi. I'm actually not too sure what the origins are. I think I still need to do my research on that. But I know that Yoruba people have always respected unity and being unified with your family members and your blood. Always kind of had put that in a high regard. So I think that's one of the origins or the reasons why you see people wearing Ashwebi, so that people know that you come as one. You're never lonely, you're never alone, you're as one, you're one unit, you're one family unit.
Wow. That's really kind and of you for leaving that voice note, and that's coming from Enioluwa. And what she has said is so vital. She said that Yorubas they've always valued the power of unity, oneness and unity in family. That Ashwebi is actually one of the reasons that she thinks that people wear Ashwebi is for unity, for uniformity, for unity, for oneness, to show that we are together. We are all in this together, kind of thing. So that we know that we are together, we are one. Aware, Ebi, Walele. When it comes to family units, Nigerians are good at, being very proud. In fact, Yorubas particularly, they are very, very good at, having, what's it called now? A joint family. In fact, there's a lot of songs in Yoruba that talks about Ebi. You will hear stuff like ẹ̀rẹ́ bí wa bí àwọn tí ń ṣe bí wọn játijàti ẹ̀rẹ́ bí wa bí kẹ́lẹ́ bí ó dẹ̀ bí ẹ̀mú o ẹ̀wọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀wọ̀ ọmọ àbúrò. So as far as I'm concerned, I really do appreciate and accept what Jenny has said. Please, if you still have any other reason why you think Ashwebi, the reason behind Ashwebi, the history and the reason why people wear Ashwebi, please let us know. I think for sense of belongings, thank you, ma'am, and support for one's family and friends. Yes, ma'am. Sense of belonging, say sense of belongings, and for support. I really believe that as well. So that we will know that kini tiwa ni àwa gangan ló ní nǹkan. There's a say that there's a way that Yoruba people will say it. We say àwa ló ní nǹkan, àwa ló ní nǹkan òní, showing that these are family members. Now let's take it on from there. We've been able to establish that Ashwebi means family uniform, family fabric, something, to bind the family together. Now we're talking about the reason why people wear Ashwebi. We said one of the reasons is for uniformity, so that everybody will be wearing the same thing, and that's one I'm going to expatiate on it. For uniformity, so that personally I think for uniformity, so that nobody feels superior or inferior. I believe is one of the reasons. So uniformity is so just like school uniform. One of the reasons why people wear uniform in schools is so that when you sort of ẹ̀yin wọ àǹkárá wa, àwa wọ léèsì wa, or ẹ̀yin wọ damask wa, àwa wọ, so that everybody will feel that sense of oneness and uniformity, so that nobody feel less important. Imagine you go to a party and everybody is wearing the same thing. Even if you are the king, you are the Obajoba, Obajejo, Obaje, Ara, Obaje, it's going to make it's obviously everybody feel comfortable and the sense of uniformity. Nobody's going to feel less and nobody's going to feel more superior. I think that's another reason for Ashwebi, for identity, for unity, for sense of belongings, and for support, and also for uniformity. Thank you so much, ma. Mommy Adele said also to avoid Eshe. Thank you, fab. Thank you, ma. She just said better. She said it better. What I was trying to explain earlier, Mama Adele just said it better. This is actually better words to use. I think her choice of words are way better than mine. She said exactly what I've said, but in a better way. She said also to avoid envy and class. I love it. That's what I was trying to explain, you see. That's what I was trying to explain. To avoid envy and class, to avoid discrimination within the family. Kò sọ̀rọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin yìí lẹ better, àwa la wọ damask, ẹ̀yin lẹ wọ Ankara. Once the person says, I want everybody to wear Ankara to my events, one of the major reasons of having Ashwebi is to not have any envy, any sense of class, or any sense of discrimination, or any sort of we better pass you, or you are less than us. Thank you so much, ma. I really appreciate that. Hey, thank you for joining us, Sister Yetunde. Thank you, Yeti ID. We appreciate you. Wọ́n ní àkóètò. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ashwebi là ń sọ lẹ́ni. Kí ni ìtumọ̀ Ashwebi? Níbo ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀? Kí ni ìdí tá fi ń wọ Ashwebi? Nǹkan tá à ń sọ lẹ́ni nìyẹn. So please join us in the conversation as we proceed. Now, let's talk about back in the days and now. When the Ashwebi started, we've just talked about it. The reason, the meaning is family uniform, family fabric, to bring sense of belonging, sense of identity, sense of unity, and to not let anybody feel less or everybody feel superior. Then and now, what has changed? What has changed between that time and now, when the initial reason for having Ashwebi is for uniformity, for sense of belonging, to support the family, or for unity and everything. Now, compared to what it used to be, how do you think this is going? Let's talk about things that have changed since the original start of Ashwebi. Hey, Joyful Noise, thank you so much, sis. Thank you for joining us. God bless you. Please, Facebook, YouTube, you people are not, I can see you are there, but you people are quiet. Only Instagram people are engaged. The kilo shele, yara Facebook, sorry, always let me know that you are there. Ashwebi, we've been able to establish the meaning, the reason behind it at the initial stage, and now we're taking it to another stage, another level. What has changed? What has changed between that time and now? Gbogbo alamọ̀ yìí pé ìgbà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó ti yàtọ̀ sí bó ṣe rí nsìn. Kí làwọn nǹkan ìyàtọ̀ tá ti rí? I'm not going to be the only one talking. I'm going to wait for us to talk. Please remember that you can leave me a voice note, please. You can leave me a voice note. You can also text me, or you can leave your comments here. If you leave me a voice note or a text message or on WhatsApp, I will read it out or play it out just like somebody did earlier. If you also want to comment on the show, that's absolutely okay. Mommy Adele, thank you so much, Mama. I appreciate your support always. She says, now they have introduced categories into it, different grades and prices. Thank you so much, Ma. One of the things that have really changed drastically is the fact that they have introduced class days. Initially, what we want to do is to be uniform, to not put class, to not segregate, to not discriminate. But now we now have a party, one party, and we have like 5 different Asoebi. One is 1,005, one is 1,000, one is 200. No, they have the discrimination that we are trying to avoid is now is now happening. Thank you, ma. Put grade into it. Let me put it down. They put grades into it and class into it, you know. Mommy Eluyemi said nowadays the prices of Asoebi is too expensive. Thank you, ma'am. Back in the days, I think they used to make the price as reasonable as possible, affordable as possible. Now price is no longer affordable. It's no longer affordable. It has gone so high. Jenny says, sadly, sometimes I think Asoebi is used to stylishly say my own is better. Now Asoebi, compared to what it used to be back in the days, now Asoebi is to stylishly say my own better pass yours. Isn't that killing the initial reasons for Asoebi? The initial reasons for Asoebi is to ensure that we are all together, we are uniform, with no discrimination, no class, nobody is high, nobody is low. Sadly, like Jenny has said, she said nowadays they have put class into it. It's beginning to look like my own better pass yours. My MC Mona says that some people take advantage of it by exploiting people. In fact, that one is sad though. That one is sad. It's very sad. Now people use it to exploit people. And I mean by exploiting, I think they mean by inflating the price. They just put the price, something that you buy for £5, you're now selling for £30. Just, you know, I don't know. I think it's for profit making now. For profit making. Back in the days, Asoebi was never for profit making. Asoebi was basically just something innocent and nice concepts. Buy it, come to my party, let's enjoy. Mommy Lay Updated said for equality, but now it's competition and the entry pass. Yes. That entry pass, before I go further on it. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n béèrè ìbéèrè kan lọ́wọ́ wa on the comment that Mommy Lee updated me. Is it okay to say my invitation to my party is strictly by Asoebi? If you say it's okay, why? If you say it is not okay, why? While I'm waiting for us to respond to that, I will read what Auntie Yeti ID said. I think it's still the same purpose, but some people overprice it. Yes, ma. Just because they want to do over society party. You're right, ma. Now, let's pause and have a conversation about what Lee Updated said here. About insisting that if you don't buy my Asoebi, you can't come to my event. Ejo, show nǹkan tó bójú mu ni àbí kò bójú mu. I'll wait for people. Please, people, leave me a voice note. What do you think about people insisting that, oh, Asoebi, oh, Wole, oh, Asoebi, oh, Jesemo? What is the implication of that? Is that a positive thing or a negative thing? Is that right? Is it wrong? If it's right, why do you think it's right? If it's wrong, why do you think it's wrong? Let's talk about it. And back in the days, kò tẹ̀ sí entry láyé ìgbà yẹn títí náà ti ń ṣe party orí street akọ̀mọ́ lọ gbé pákó kọ̀ àmọ́ road close. Road close. Anybody can enter party back in the days, but nowadays people are beginning to say, because they now do events in venues, inside locked up venues, they will now put some huge people at the entrance. They call them bouncers, and the bouncers will now be saying you can't enter, we don't have Asoebi. You know, what's wrong with that? Is there something wrong with that? Let me read what somebody said on Facebook. Secret Adebayo says the price is inflated this day to cover the cost of food you will eat at the events or souvenir you will receive at the party. Remember we talked about souvenir last week or the upper week about souvenir. One of the reasons why prices of Ashwebi is inflated is to cover the food they're going to eat. You want to do party, I will not still be the one that will pay for the food they're going to give me. Is that even right? And then also the souvenir. The souvenir. We need there. You know, so we need to stop doing that. That's not nice. That's one of the one of the abuse of Ashwebi. Mama Adele said making it pass for party is not right. It put people in a fix and unnecessary basic. Thank you, ma. For me, it's not it's not okay. Why must you force people to buy your clothes to attend your party? Okay. I think it's a little bit on the I'm trying as much as possible not to reach a verdict on this show. As I always say to us, pé èmi ò mọ̀ ṣe o. Mo máa ń wá síbẹ̀ lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ láti wá kọ́gbọ́n ni. Mi ò dẹ̀ ní ẹ̀tọ́ láti máa sọ pé bó ṣe yẹ kó rí rèé àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ló ṣe yẹ kó rí. It's actually this show is for me to open to people's opinion, to read what people are saying and to learn from it. A lot of people have said that it is not right to insist that people have to buy your Ashwebi. Number one, you're already jeopardizing raising the point of, you know, I don't know. You're already making some people feel inferior because I don't value then another thing that is really wrong with that is people getting offended that people did not buy my Ashwebi. You don't get offended that somebody did not buy your Ashwebi. If they buy it, to God be the glory. If they don't buy it, that's fine. Some people, they will say, okay, sorry, if you don't want me to come, I won't come. Me, they afford them. If you don't buy my Ashwebi, it doesn't mean that I cannot buy your own. You know? So, I don't think it is right. MC Monai says it is wrong because it is not everyone that can afford it. Some can't genuinely and can't afford it. Let me tell you a story about this insisting that people have to buy your Ashwebi. Let me tell you a story. I'll try to make it as discreet as possible because the person concerned might pick up this video anyway and the person will know exactly what I'm saying. I have a friend of mine that wanted to have a party then, and then she showed me the Ashwebi, and guess what? I have exactly the same Ashwebi. Exactly. You know, with the kind of work we do, every time I have exactly the same Ashwebi. It's me that she showed me, I'm like, I'm all Ashwebi, only say. And I showed her picture of it. She said, she married me. I was like, I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. You want me to buy it? I said, no, I'm not buying it. What party meaning? I'm like, okay, that's it. If you don't want me to come, that's fine. I said the gele, I don't have it, but this Ashwebi, I have it particularly. I don't know whether she now gave it a second thought, and then she now called me later and said, okay, I can pay for the gele. You know, on the day of our party, she said, I want to buy Ashwebi, we need special souvenir to man before. What do I make? I thought souvenir wa ba mi. Tí mo sọ fún wọn pé irọ́ ọdún ẹ̀kọ́ lè ní sí Ashwebi, mi ti ná Ashwebi tẹ́lẹ̀. Kẹ́ bá lè mọ̀ bí Ashwebi yẹn ṣe jẹ́ the same too. See, things like that should not happen. If somebody wants to buy, let them buy. If they can't afford to buy, or if they don't want to buy for whatever reason, I think we shouldn't compel them. People need to stop doing that. Let me read comments. Ashwebi is by choice, not by force. Thank you, Lee updated. If you want people to buy Ashwebi genuinely, don't force things on them. It's true. A lot of people now buy Ashwebi out of it. And another thing that pains me is when people put a big price. Even if you put a big price on a particular Ashwebi, it's not as if it is good though, but at least let it be worth the price. You don't put a price on Ashwebi and then maybe you put £200 and £150. Oh my gosh, no, they want about your £10. That's another thing that people are doing that people need to stop. Because once you make any only choice, you know. MC Mona says, I know people that will give you the gift of Ashwebi instead of buying the Ashwebi. Yes. You know, if you know that one by me or because you can afford it, even go my worry. My friend I'm just giving it you as a gift. I'm not buying. I've done that before as well. On this occasion it was a big sister to me that wanted to have a 50th then. The aṣọ tó mú mi ò ní rú ẹ̀ bó close mọ́ nǹkan tí mo ní. Wọ́n á ní pé mo tún lè ra ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì. So I paid and I said that's a gift for the occasion. So that's true. We can do that. UTID says to me it's not right. Doing party is not right. Doing party is because you want people to rejoice with you in one way or another. But by forcing them to buy Ashobi, it is not right. Thank you, ma. Leo Bete said you can always tell your MC that they should always call Ashobi people first for photo to allow uniformity and they call the non-Ashobi people guests afterwards. Thank you. It happened to me too. Mine is Gele, but she was like not the same shade. Who cares? You know. So I think an alternative that I want to suggest to when people call Ashobi, to be honest with you, sometimes, especially in this part of the world, in UK, ìgbà mi àgàgà tí party ẹ̀ bá jẹ́ winter, ẹlòmíì lè wọ jeans wà kó gbé coat sí. Sometimes people insist on Ashobi because they want their party to look nice. You sometimes you'll be watching video, be like, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ náà? Báwo lẹni ṣe máa wọ trainers? Báwo lẹni ṣe máa wọ boots? Báwo lẹni ṣe máa you understand? We can say that people can dress anyhow to like, but in order to make your party look your dream look, you can call colors or put a dress code instead of insisting that people should buy Ashobi. I have Ashobi, but if you know you cannot buy the Ashobi, please can you kindly dress in certain way to match what I want. For example, when I had my birthday, my 50th birthday, number one, I did not take Ashobi, I only took Gele. And another thing is, everybody was asking me, pay me because so it was easy for people to buy. Number two. Number three, I said, if you cannot, do this, dress this way, so that everything will look nice. In fact, the people that came to the party that day and did not buy the Ashobi, it wasn't obvious because I've already made an alternative for them to dress. So sometimes I am particular about what my video will look like after my event because many profile material videos contact people will not make effort. But you can actually explain to people how you want them to turn up for your event, and so that the uniformity will be there, the niceness will be there. Thank you for joining us, sis. Dapirufi, we appreciate it. God bless you, sis. So okay, let's move on from there. We've talked about the things that have changed. The prices have been inflated. Now people are forced to buy. Now we now have all different, we now have all different levels or different classes in the same party, which back in the days is not common. We have people that do Ashoijo. You know, the Ashoijo is different from Ashobi. Like for example, if I'm the celebrant and the general Ashobi is Ankara, I can ask my closest friend or people that maybe we are in the same club together and say Ashoijo and yeba mi wo Ashoyi. Maybe like 20 of them or 10 of them. People also do that. But when you now have in the same party, I want to Ankara, I want to lace, I want to damask, I want to. So what's the point? Kila funny. Could make sense more. It's no longer uniform. It has now forfeited the reason behind it, and the reason behind it is for uniformity, so that there won't be class, there won't be, you understand what I'm saying? Most of the places where there are uniforms, the reason behind it, for example, our church uniform, the major reason behind our church uniform is to create that sense of balance, so that sense of where we are all together on one level. But even nowadays, going to church, don't wash up, don't wear uniform, what's in class, what's in class, Lord have mercy. Mommy, what's Ashoijo? I will tell you, ma. Turtleneck, bumper, jumper, under buba. Yes, people do that. In this UK, you see people with turtleneck and jumper, under buba. It happened to me too. Yeah, instead of doing that, fashion bora wale, the bad thing look at two fashion bora jade. It will have been turtleneck tabe buba. Oh, man, je kori back on, to be honest. I mean, no man, je come when you're strict. Then, some will say, Ashobi, you will be wondering, is it the same Ashobi, or they will wear canvas or trainers? It's true. Mommy Ayodele said, what is Ashoijo? Aṣọ Ijó is when I have an Aṣọ for gbogbogbò, everybody. So when I now want to dance, it's been happening from the days of my mom. I remember very well. When my great grandmom died and mom wanted to do party, everybody had the same uniform, and then they also had Aṣọ Ijó. My mom had Aṣọ Ijó with her egbe because she has group, she has club. I'm gonna man pe mo. Aṣọ Ijó is where some very close egbe group members or club members will now wear there's a different uniform. There are 20 of them. I still saw it about few parties that I went. So that's Aṣọ Ijó, where about 20 or 30 people that are really close to the celebrant. We wear something else when the celebrant is about to do her major dance. Yes, only Aṣọ Ijó now for Ijebu people. We know they carry last. Yes, so that's what Aṣọ Ijó is. This I'm okay near our sele. Emi odaruko. Ema ye call him kuro to be I did not say sele. But I know that nowadays most uniform churches they now take it to another levels, you know. Which the major reason for uniform in the first place is so that we are all on the same level. It's been fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of things that we can learn from this topic. And as I said, I have my own thing that I wrote here that I just want us to touch regarding Aṣọ. We need to be cautious of this. I want to also ask as well, do we see things changing, or do we see things changing for the better, or do you think we can regulate this? Through to go out of hand though. Then another thing that changed that people didn't remember to mention is the styles. The styles of Aṣọ. It has really come to a point where láyé àwọn bàbá wa wọ́n bá ti rán bùbá àti ṣòkòtò ó ti parí. Táwọn ìyá wa náà bá ti rán ra ti bùbá ó lè kú ni o whatever ni o ó ti parí. But nowadays the styles, yeah, the embellishments, the designs has really gone so far from what it used to be. That's another thing that has changed, because you know I asked us about what has changed regarding Aṣọ. The style that man fi àwọn Aṣọ rán sìn ó ti wá yàtọ̀ sí ayé ìgbà yẹn. Nísìn owó tán fi ránṣọ ó 10 times iye tán fi raṣọ. Back in the days you'll be saying èló ni mo raṣọ tẹ́ fẹ́ rán níye báyìí. But nowadays people pay way more for this sewing than they do for the Aṣọ itself. So that's another thing that has changed, the styles. And then when it comes to the style, apart from spending so much money on the styles of Aṣọ nowadays, we find out that this is no longer as discreet as it used to be. You see people who wear corset, oh yeah, only wà ní party, gbogbo nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run dá, gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kò sí nínú àṣà wa o. It's not part of us. Then another thing that has changed is the fact that Aṣọ is no longer for Ẹbí alone. It's no longer for Ẹbí. It has gone beyond that. It now goes to family, friends, colleagues, neighbors, anybody at all. It's no longer just for family members. Back in the days, it's for close friends and families. But now it has gone way beyond that. Then another thing that has changed about Aṣọ that I was hoping that somebody was going to mention is that Aṣọ is no longer for Yoruba alone now. Yes, corset dress. Thank you, Mommy Eluyemi. Thank you, ma. So, Aṣọ has gone beyond that. Yorùbá nìkan kọ́, àwọn Ìgbò gan tí ń wọ Aṣọ, àwọn Ìgbò gan tí ń ṣaṣọ, àwọn everybody now does that. Even Hausas, they now do Aṣọ. They now do Aṣọ. So it's not just Yoruba alone. Although some of them have argued that they've always had that tradition, but it's just that it is more common among Yorubas. So whenever I bring that idea up or argue, people always say, ẹ̀yin nìkan kọ́ lẹ ń wọ Aṣọ, àwa náà ti wọ Aṣọ tipẹ́tipẹ́ kò jẹ́ pé àwọn Hausa náà lórúkọ tó ń pè. If you look into my book, my latest book or my former book, there is the place for Aṣọ. They have it in English, they have it in Yoruba, they have it in all different kinds of. So it's no longer just for Yoruba. And I don't know. So I don't know if we still have whatever to say about Aṣọ. I'm just going to go through what I wrote here. I always try to write down things nowadays so I don't forget. As we have rightly said, most of it has been said already. Aṣọ, family clothes, It's definitely mean family clothes, It refers to uniform dress, often made with lace, ankara, or other richly patterned fabrics, As we said, it's to show support, solidarity, social events, especially weddings, funerals, birthdays, and festivals. That's what it's used for. Ashwebi its origin is actually Yoruba, as far as I know. Yes, Ashwebi is now for who is ready to pay. You're right, ma. Ashwebi originated among Yoruba people in southwest Nigeria. The word is a combination of Asho and Ebi. As we have said earlier, it was used within extended families to visually express unity and support during ceremonies. Now, it also brings community bonding. Italian practices wasn't just blood relatives who wear Ashwebi clothes. Friends and neighbors and community also wears it as well. So now, how it has evolved from family to fashion. Like we said, it's no longer just for family. What is the fashion? What is the trend? It has extended beyond family ties. It has gone far above that. Like Bukilisha said, Lee updated. She said, it's now for whoever is ready to pay. Whether your family, your friends, your colleagues, acquaintances, even enemy, if you are ready to pay, they will sell it for you. It's a key feature of Nigerian event culture now. No, and then we're talking about the role of tailors, the designs. Sister Kenny said, Mrs. Eluyemi, you'll be the one that we need to call on this one. So it has rise. It's risen from just local tailoring, our Iran Buba, Agbada. It has risen beyond that. Ashwebi has really evolved the styles, and that's actually also not making it as uniform as it used to be. Because back in the day, everybody think learning, but nowadays it has gone beyond that. You see, different styles. Also the style also could actually defeat the fact that we don't want to class. Irú ẹlòmíì nísìnyí ó ti fẹ́ di èèwọ̀ pé a lè wọ̀rọ̀ àti bùbá lọ pàtì wọn ó ti fẹ́ di èèwọ̀. Tó bá wọ̀rọ̀ àti bùbá lọ sí pàtì mi ojú máa tiẹ̀ kúrò ńbẹ̀ ni. In fact, sometimes if you go to events nowadays and you just do ordinary skirt and blouse, tó o mú gbogbo bíìdì ó ṣe ti yẹn tó o kó gbogbo jẹ̀wọ̀n sí, you will almost feel out of place. Nowadays, you can't even wear ordinary bubu to events anymore. The way they will make you feel, it's actually defeating the purpose. People believe that even the sewing and the design, the embellishment, is actually it begins to showcase personal style, status, your personality and all of that. You can tell the kind of person somebody is with the style they make with their fabric, So things have changed. It's no longer what it used to be. It's also become a symbol of wealth and prestige in modern Nigerian society now. Having a large Ashwebi group signifies influence. Tó bá rádúró tó bá ra Ashwebi wọ́n máa pọ̀ gan. Gbogbo orúkọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ kò sí. It's really evolved. Let's not lie. Things have really changed as it has evolved. It has evolved from what it used to be to what it is now. Let's talk about the advantages and the pros and cons. The advantages, like we said earlier, it's for cultural identity. It promotes a sense of pride in Nigerian heritage. I should be anytime, any day. I don't see it going away anytime soon because it has become part of us. It has become part of our prestige, our heritage. It celebrates tradition, which is good. Mommy Eluyemi said, why is it that God, sorry ma, somebody said, let me read this. Why is it that we pay a lot of money for her to sew Ashwebi and that will be worn once and that's it? She also said that the style takes days to make, number one. Unlike Buba. In fact, nowadays people come for fittings like 6 or 7 times before you can have one Ashwebi. One mama fitting, the time spent on it, yes, ma'am. And when you're hearing from Amelia, you're hearing from a very reliable source because she's a fashion designer and I can testify she does good job. And then because of the rhinestones, the embellishments, and all those things, she's telling us why Ashwebi is now so expensive to sew. It now takes days, the styles are more complicated. We now use a lot of embellishments, rhinestone, blah 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 in it. Yes. Now, We also talk about the advantages of the Ashwebi. We talk about cultural identity, unity, and belonging, sense of belonging. It boosts local economy as well. Àwọn kan sìn, ìdí Ashwebi náà ti make owó. You cannot take Ashwebi away from us, so you'll be taking some people's source of income away from them. It provides jobs for people. It's in the income from fabric sellers, tailors, stylists, and so on. So it has become part of our economy. But my own problem now is how many of them are being made in Nigeria? We are the highest consumer of lace. We are the highest consumer of lace fabrics. We are the highest consumer of Fordis and Kara fabrics. But please, people, how many factories of this do we have in Nigeria? That's another thing that is really sad. So we're really making money for foreigners. Fine, we are buying it from there. We're bringing it to Nigeria to come and resell and make profits. But it would have been nice if we have our own fabrics, factories where these are being produced in Nigeria. It will have boosted our economy far way more than this. Then also, it has also helped us to discover our sense of creativity as Nigerians. I mean, Tobadoro fashion day, Nigeriano they carry last. We are just too good, So it encourages individuals' expression through different cuts, designs, embellishment, and so on and so forth. Then the visual, the beauty of faith. I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine. We're talking about the beautiful things that comes with Ashwebi. In a party where everybody wears Ashwebi, I'm fine. It's always beautiful. It makes all the photos look great. It makes the event colorful. It makes the events interesting. So we cannot say that Ashwebi does not have advantage. Now let's talk about the not so nice features of Ashwebi. If you're still hearing me, can I say a thumbs up? I'm just contributing my own part now. I let everybody talk and I try to write things down so that I can also read them out towards the end. What I wrote down, on this. The not so nice part of Ashwebi, we've talked about it. Some of them we already mentioned. The financial pressure. What do I feel? Ẹlòmíì dem I feel like hypertension torí Ashwebi. Family mi ti scatter. Ìyàwó fi 200,000 Ashwebi ẹ gbà mí o. Irú ìyàwó wo lélẹ̀ onígbèsè. So the financial pressure is too much. It can be quite expensive. And then buying and sewing them can be quite expensive. Thank you, Joyful Noise. Thank you so much. All for one single event. Then the way they make it nowadays, they don't even make it reusable. What you do our buy one our alágbádá alágbádá ẹ̀yin ọmọdé kẹ́ bá rán agbádá lọ. Àwòrán agbádá. Because with agbádá you can reuse. This is a uniform. This is Ashwebi. Somebody did Ashwebi and they only gave us the gele and ìpèlè, and this is what I came up with. In my own, this thing. Ẹni yẹn ṣèpèlè àti gèlè ló ṣe fún gbogbo èèyàn. Mo dẹ̀ wá nǹkan fi kú tèmi mo fi tèmi rán agbádá iná. Wọ́n sọ pé alágbádá iná làwọn àmọ́jú ká máa wá agbádá. But one of the disadvantages is people spending so much money and not be able to use that thing more than once. Ṣé kò ṣe gbèsè nìyẹn ni? That's why some people think that Meettheroyals have clothes. I don't have clothes. The only reason that it makes it look like I have clothes is because I don't sew all those styles that you only wear once. So when I don't sew style that, and I don't sew style that in the next, I don't sew styles that in the next 2-3 years it will be out of fashion. I don't sew it. Nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé dàbí pé bí Meettheroyals láṣẹ ṣé nígbà tí mo lò last year àti year before tó bá ti bàjẹ́ tí mo tún rà mí sí lọ́dún ṣé pé màdà pé ó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ni. But a lot of people are wasting money and I don't even pay too much to sew this. Imagine no rice to no just do simple. When we tell the warning, there was a day I went to a party and I went to go and use myself in the toilet. Obìnrin kan ṣe meloni àǹtí ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹjọ́ ẹ má ti lọ mo ní kí ló dé ẹni tó bá wọn tú kọ́sẹ̀ ti lọ àtẹ̀kọ́ lówó tí wà ń bí báyìí tí ń gbàdúrà kéèyàn wọlé àwa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìṣun láńkì òkun sí aṣọ téèyàn nílé ìdáwọ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan mi ní káwọn kó wọ kọ́sẹ̀ tí máa wọ̀ o. I'm just saying, I'm just saying that one of the problem is people now making style that they can't rewear, and I've seen where they are practically carrying people into the car because corset to their economy. No, I don't do that. But it's okay for those that want to do it. We're just talking about the things that are not so. Yeah, simplicity is. It still doesn't mean that you're not. It can be. It can still be fine. But if that is their choice, who are we to complain? If they are comfortable, they are okay with it. Thank you, Mama Odele. Yes, thank you, Mommy Yemi. You're comfortable in it and it suits you. And that was actually what birth my clothing line. Some of you don't know that I have a clothing line. I've been quiet on it for some time. I have a clothing line. It's called Royal Vogue. It's on Instagram. For some time, I have not uploaded on it. You know, what birth that is comfort, and when you are comfortable and trendy at the same time. You know, people say fashion has to be painful. I disagree. Fashion doesn't necessarily have to be painful. And I also believe in one size fits most, you know, kind of thing. You know, it doesn't have to be painful. It doesn't have to be. When you can't watch your camera, make one. When you can't watch your king, can't jabole, can't wait to my mu. Èwo ni ká lọ toilet ká fẹ́ lọ toilet ká máa ní èèyàn bí 5 tó máa kọ́kọ́ tú wálẹ̀ náà ká tó rí toilet lò. You know, I went to another event one day. A lady was sitting next to me. Mo ṣáà rí pé ó ṣe báyìí ṣé kò sí ẹwà kí ó ní àǹtí mi wà òkè. Mo ní kí ló dé? Ó ní nǹkan tí mo rí ní mi lára. Mo ní kí ló tẹ́ ṣe ìwọ ní ó ní mi náà? Ó ní mi lára ń bá ní what can I do to help? Ó ní pé please if you don't mind can you come with me today? Ó ń fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ lọ yọ ìtò òun fi páàkì ìsàlẹ̀ náà. Kí ló rọ̀ǹgì? Kò sí nǹkan tó ṣe kùn. Mo ṣáà tẹ̀lé lọ. So on her way, she was now walking to my side. Okay, she said ìnira méjì lòun go through bàtà wọn àti nǹkan tóun dè mọ́ra. Mo ní why? You know, so sometimes as well, the way people make the outfit, it is not reusable and it's not comfortable. God help us. Then when another issue that we have that is not so good is when people that cannot afford it, we make them feel left out, we make them feel inferior. In fact, we make them feel so bad. Mo ti lọ síbi kan rí tí mo lọ ṣe event, tí mo lọ sí party yẹn tí mi ò ra ṣe ibi tán fi mí ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́, and I could see them making fun of me. Kò tẹ̀ sí ìdókàn. Torí gbogbo aṣọ bí wọn tán kó pọ̀ sọ́rùn, nǹkan tí mo wọ̀ ó lè ra 10 times, so I wasn't bothered. But some people will feel out of place. People need to stop doing that. Then material waste. People often only wear this outfit once. Don't waste it now. It's not good for the environment. It's leading to waste, and then it's not good for the environment. Then the competition and show off. Bossy. So that's one of the not so good part of the current situation of Ashwebi. Sometimes it becomes more flaunting wealth or status than about celebrating the occasion. And of course, the logistic challenge, coordinating fabrics, orders, distributing them, and ensuring that everyone gets theirs in time can be stressful. Trust me, can be very stressful. But the the concept of Ashwebi is part of our culture. It's something we are proud of. It's something that has come a long way, and it's something that we would love to keep. In order to make life easy for people to buy Ashwebi, we now have, thank God, we now have people who are actually into that business who can take the stress out of you. One of them is Jelenke Duchess. They will take the stress out of you. We have so many of them. So nowadays it's not as stressful as it used to be because we now have people that do this as businesses as well. But the most important thing is, are we proud of our Ashwebi? Yes, we are very, very proud of our Ashwebi. It's our culture, it's our pride, and we want to stick to it. Are we proud of what people are making out of it now by revealing themselves? No, we are not. People need to stop doing that. Are we proud of the fact that people are now forcing people and making life miserable for people that don't buy Ashwebi from them? No, we are not proud of that. Let people be. Don't give them an alternative. Don't put bouncers at the entrance and insist. Are we proud of people that are using Ashwebi to exploit people who would take 500 from you and give you a fabric that is not worth 150. You are the one paying for your seat, you are the one paying for your food, you are the one paying, and they will not give you one souvenir that will become panty in your house. No, we are not proud of that. So please, people, let's work on it. But are we proud of our Ashwebi? We are super proud of our Ashwebi. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been an amazing evening. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this show without you guys. You always come in here week in, week out. And one more time, I want to wish you a very, very happy new month. Say alafia. Please don't forget, we are still, our books are back, and we are still donating to primary schools and secondary schools especially, and to tertiary institutions. Please, if you want to nominate your alma mater, please let me know. We will send copies of this. Thank you always for supporting me in my campaign to ensure that our fast disappearing heritage is retained. Please, if you want to how do they call it? If you want to nominate your alma mater or any school that you know, please let me know. Please DM me. I think that's going to be about it for today. It's been a very, very wonderful and amazing evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, everybody. We really do appreciate you. Now, please, I want to use this opportunity to invite you to a special event. All of us, we know Dr. Oluseyi Arikawe. Yes. Dr. Oluseyi Arikawe, she's an amazing supporter of this show. She's always here supporting us. She's been here doing volunteering. She has an event that she does every year, and it's a prayer session. This one is going to be this Saturday, the 5th of April 2025 by 9 p.m. on Zoom. And I'm going to send all of us the link to the Zoom. Please come and support my sister. She's someone that believes so much about this program. Is just once in every year. It's by 9 p.m. on Saturday. Please, it is called Sisters Pray. So Sisters Pray 2025, I'm inviting you. Please come and join. Time till we will go. I was going to actually do abala kini kinse, but I got carried away. Meettheroyals. So by time till I realize the time till, and I really don't like taking our time too much. But by next week, by the grace of God, I will definitely be bringing back Abala Kini Kishi. Thank you, MC Monai. Thank you so much, sis. I cannot thank you enough. I can't thank everybody enough for your support week in, week out on this show. It takes a lot of love and commitment to always come here every week. Eshe Modupe, so your sofa gods has started. Oh, man, Monica Jero Pelenu. Amon, o fano fun, oniki bafuwa. Tó bẹ́ẹ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, àwa ní rí jù báyìí lọ lórí ètò lénìí, lórí ètò wa ètò yín, ètò kan náà tí gbogbo mọ̀ sí ètò ìgbéyàwó. Èmi Olúwabùnmi aya Òṣìbẹ̀rù, lílọ ni mo wá tún ti ń lọ yìí. Mo gbà ní àdúrà wípé mi ò ní làlọ dé, ogun ó lọ kò dé kò ní bá mi, ogun ó dé kò bá wọn kò ní dé sí yín. Mo gbà ní àdúrà wípé ayọ̀ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà tí màá fi yín sí lénìí, òun náà ni màá padà wá bá yín lọ́jọ́ mẹ́jọ lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Mo wá ń fàsìkò sọ fún gbogbo wa wípé láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé o. Mo ní láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé o. Ẹ̀yin ò ní forígún, èmi ò ní fẹsẹ̀ kọ o. Mọ́tò yòówù ká lè wọ̀ kò ní forí sọ̀gì o. Láyọ̀ la ó máa. Láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé. Láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé o. Thank you so much, everybody. See you next week by the same time. Hey.
Traditional wedding. Traditional wedding. Traditional wedding. Let's talk traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó pọ̀ ní lọ́gbọ́n. Let's talk traditional wedding. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Ètò let's talk traditional wedding.
Thank you so much, ma.
Lórúkọ ètò náà.
Thank you.
Let's talk traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó pọ̀ ní lọ́gbọ́n. Let's talk traditional wedding. Every Tuesday on Instagram. Every Tuesday on Facebook. 6 p.m. UK time. Every Tuesday on Facebook. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún ní lóye. Let's talk traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún ní lóye.
Let's talk traditional weddings. Thank you so much, everybody. See you next week by the grace of God. God bless you. Bye. Oh, Jesus.